Hello and welcome back to American Trucking Simulator. I'm your host with the most, TheChronicToast, and this is episode 2. So, last episode we took a load down to Bakersfield from Sacramento, and it was mostly a truckload of vegetables, I believe, and boy, did we have a lot of parking difficulties. I don't know if it was a mix between just not having played the game for a couple days or being on video, but I totally choked. So we'll see how it goes this time. I honestly think the game threw some of the more difficult challenges at us right off the bat, but we'll see what happens. In episode 1, we drove a Kenworth T680 duty day cab, and it's fun. I enjoy them. We'll see if we can't mix it up here if we get the opportunity to try out some of the other trucks and configurations. Um, as you guys know, right now we do not yet have our own truck. Um, Currently, we only have about $3,000, almost $4,000 in the bank. So we're going to have to get a little bit more in there before we can get a loan set up. Once we get a loan going, we'll be able to, you know, take out a big loan, get our hands on one of our own trucks, our early starter trucks, and we'll have to make a loan payment every day is how the game is set up. So we have to make sure that we take jobs that cover that cost. Anytime we're not on the road and we're not driving, we're losing money. So yeah, we'll take a look here, see what we got going on, and oh, we got an email. Brand new Kenworth trucks for sale. Truck dealer Elko. Dear Sir, Madam, we are a certified retailer of Kenworth trucks. We offer a wide selection of different configurations, and we can also perform customization to accommodate any special wishes. Oh, cool. Please visit our showroom in Elko. The truck you have always dreamt of might be waiting just behind the door. I'm sure it is, guys, but until we get this bank unlocked, I'm not going to be able to stop by and get anything. So let's take a look here at the job market and go from there. Nothing quite yet in freight, but we can take a look at the quick jobs. We'll be able to deal with freight once we actually get our hands on our own truck. So we started in Sacramento. We took a job all the way down in Bakersfield. Let's just take another job from Bakersfield, see what we can get our hands on. Going through the longest routes possible, but I'm kind of interested to see what the best price per distance is. Bakersfield to Fresno. That'd be alright. It's only 152 miles. In game time, just about 4 hours. What are we doing here? Colors. Probably some sort of dyes from Chem's company to Plasters and Son. 45,000 pounds. Wow. And that's a Kenworth W900 day cab. Alright. It's probably going to be a 18 speed, but we'll take that one. I think that'll be alright. I think that'll be a good choice. So we'll take that job. I have new mail. We'll check that out here a little bit later. Alright, let's take a look at our truck here. Oh boy, that is an interesting trailer. Got the Christmas colors going on. Oh, look at our truck though, we got the horns up top. That's pretty cool. Full-size trailer too. Alright, well, let's get this puppy going. Oh, I love the sound of these W900s. They're so great. It's just fantastic. Alright, well, where do we gotta go? Routing this up along 395 all the way up here. So a lot of back roads. Pretty much staying on one road and taking a bunch of lefts. We do not have to deal with any of those goofy on-ramp, off-ramp dealios. That makes me very happy. Alright. Let's see if I can't get this going here. It's a 10-speed. I love the 10 speeds of my sequential setup. Alright, let's see if we can't get out of here without hitting anything. This is a pretty cool place. One of those big giant chemical factories. I wonder if they just make the dye or if they're also making different chemical compounds here. Make sure we don't clip anything on the right side or anything here on the left side. While these trucks are really cool, they are also massively long, so you have to be a little bit careful on just about how you go about parking them, how you go about dealing with the different aspects of driving these things too. They're definitely not like the short-nosed vehicles, so the short-nosed Kenworth that we drove in episode 1. Alright. Turn off the big map there. Going straight through. We're gonna let this guy go through first. Darshell Zhao. Some sort of wine. Hey buddy, you stay right there. Oh, alright. Man, this game does look pretty good. It's still running off of DX9, I believe, so not DirectX 10, not DirectX 11. So the engine's still pretty old. It's still the same engine as European Truck Simulator 2, but you can still, man, when it's set up properly, it still just looks really, really decent. Get up here into the next gear. Yeah, it'll be really interesting once we get going up into the additional states such like Utah, Oregon. I know Arizona's the next state that they're coming out with right now. Because you'll start to see a little bit more than just the deserty colors and some of the more tropical colors as well. That'll be pretty darn neat. I do really love these Kenworths. The noses go out really, really, really far, and they're definitely a longer truck. I mean, we're just in the day cab right now, but if you get the sleeper cabs, it's on an even longer frame, which, gosh, if we were trying to back up the load that we had in the last episode with one of these, I don't even know how that would work. We had to work through trying to figure that out, but man. So something else to note too is that right now we're on patch 1.2 that just came out. It fixes a couple different things. One of the things that's interesting, if you really want to know, is the traffic spacing seems to have been changed. I'm not really sure exactly what changed, other than the fact that they don't really gap as much, so you have to wait. What is it, jet? Oh, that's cool. You have to wait a lot longer for traffic spacing to happen that allows you to actually get out, which sometimes kind of makes your deliveries run a little bit late, which is unfortunate. Hopefully they'll fix that, or hopefully there's a mod out there that'll fix that for us. It's one of those things that's a little bit frustrating. Sometimes you'll just see no traffic coming from the left, and you'll see just non-stop traffic in both lanes coming from the right, and when you're trying to cross traffic and turn left. Sometimes the exact same thing happens when you're trying to turn right. I got the sun over here turning everything all hazy. There goes that jet again. Oh man, that's cool. But yeah, hopefully they fix that either in the next major patch they release or something like that. It'd be really, really nice. They still have not fixed or touched the on-ramps. I know there's a couple map mods out there right now that are working on adjusting some of that in a couple spots. Some of the map mods that are out there are also taking the stoplights at intersections on the interstate, which by the way should not be there, and they're actually going through and turning them into proper clover reliefs and just kind of junctions that are a little bit better, a little bit more realistic. You know, it's just one of those things that, but again, the other thing too that's changed is the AI doesn't yield as often, but in the same way they're a little bit more aggressive. They don't really seem to pay attention to turn signals. And what I've been diving into and actually looking at, middle of the hill here, come on, you can do it. There we go. One of the things when I was looking into it was it's been a similar complaint, a similar issue with European Truck Simulator 2. When you take a look at that community group and that community board, a lot of these changes get made concurrently, and previously the AI is either too aggressive or it's too passive. Now, one of the things you'll notice is if you're trying to cut across traffic and you start nosing your way out, the AI just stops both ways, and I just missed my turn. Ah, no! Oh man, here we are blabbing away, just chatting. Oh, this is not gonna work. I really want to turn around, but there's no good spot. Well, we'll have to do that when to the top of the hill up here at the next intersection, whenever that is. But yeah, the AI it's either too aggressive or it's too passive. This is a really big hill. I am regretting this decision. We might not have a gas. We might not have enough gas. You know what, I'm gonna hang it right here, and let's see what we can do. I hope no one really minds. There's a pile of people on the bus just looking at us like, what are you guys doing? Alright, we'll be able to get through here, I think. Alright. We won't tell anybody about this when we get back to delivering this. We'll just say that we had a little bit of a delay. That is not the button I'm looking for. There we go. Yeah. No, stop. Wipers off. There we go. Gotta remember which buttons do which on my on my steering wheel. So yeah, that's the other thing too that's pretty cool is turn our lights here on too. Is there's rain in this game. It doesn't really happen that often, but when it does, it is really darn cool. Rain actually builds up. Everything gets this nice sheen. It's pretty spiffy. It's pretty nice. And if you don't have your windshield wipers on, it actually gets pretty hard to see. Yeah, it's pretty darn cool. We'll get up to speed here, get back on track, and so yeah, I still have not taken a look at any additional mods really. One of the ones that we're probably going to dive into, or the series of mods, is probably one of Jazzy Cat's. He's got a lot of really cool mods for European Truck Simulator 2, and he's converted a lot of them over, thankfully, for us here in American Truck Simulator. And we're being overtaken on the left here. Alright man, get going. I'm only hauling thousands upon thousands of pounds of color dye and whatever else the heck is in here. But yeah, with Jazzy Cat's mods, some of the really cool stuff he has is he replaces a lot of the civilian vehicles with additional vehicles. So you'll be having some of the oh gosh, it's classic cars as well as newer vehicles, Jeeps, motorcycles, and man, this is really heavy. We're struggling with this hill. We'll get some speed going up here. But one of the other cool things too is he'll actually add in addition. One of the other mods that he has adds in a lot of additional trucks. So you have a lot of your different snub-nosed trucks and different trucks that Kenworth, International, Volvo, that all these guys actually manufacture and make. And you'll see them on the road, and they'll be hauling different trailers, and it's just really cool. I'm sure the speed limit's going to change up here somewhere. Hopefully don't get caught out by it. There it is. Slow down. Are we turning left up here? Yeah. So a lot of these trucks you'll see me driving by, they'll still be in the game, but they'll be swapped out with some of the additional vehicles, which is really nice. And it stays green. Nice. Make sure we don't clip anybody over here. There we go. Got a better gear. Alright. The right hand lane over here. But yeah, I'm pretty stoked about the opportunity to try some of those out. I know they're rated pretty highly. I've seen some people use them, and it just makes the game come alive. It adds different vehicles, work trucks, little vehicles with cranes, tow trucks. Another mod that I might be taking a look at as well, we haven't really run into it too much as an issue, gotta turn left up here, is it's a mod that decreases the number of ambulances and police vehicles on the road. Because one of the main things is, as you'll see right there, whoa buddy, whoa, is there's another cop right in front of us, is I think there's only 20 or so different vehicles in the vanilla game. They've all got different skins and colors and stuff, and there's delivery points right up here. But what this mod does is it reduces the number that you'll see these things on the road, so you won't see quite as many cops, you won't see quite as many ambulances, to kind of mimic the ratios you'd see in real life. Alright, these guys are up here. See, this is what I'm not really sure about. None of these guys should be yielding. They should be going through, and I should have to wait for them to actually, make a nice little detour. Hello. How's it going, sir? Oh, look at this over here. This is a big construction site. That is pretty cool. Oh, fingers crossed, hopefully it's in a spot that's actually decent to park this trailer at. I really don't want to be too embarrassed the second time around. Oh, this is easy piece of cake. Yeah. We're not going to auto park. We can do it. We can do this. This is easy. Let's try not to clip anything with the front of the truck. We might have to pull up a little bit further forward. Yeah. We'll pull up here and then back it in. Nice and straight. Hopefully. Oh man. Alright, let's see. Nice and easy does it. The green trailer and the green parking spot. Yeah? No? Alright. Let's take a look here at our load. Are they gonna take it? No, apparently they're saying that's good enough. Sweet! Alright, let's see how this actually works out. Awesome. Distance driven 178 miles. Time taken 4 hours and 43 minutes. Fuel consumed 37 gallons. That's not the best gas mileage, but you'll see here we get a base reward for doing the mileage and the actual money that's owed from the job. That gives us a certain amount of XP. And then we get a bonus for parking the trailer ourselves for 15 XP. Sometimes this gets higher, sometimes it gets lower. It depends on the complexity that's involved. If we damage the truck or if we damage the trailer, you would see a penalty in here, and that would be taken out of your money. But it wouldn't take anything away from your XP, which is pretty nice. So we're finally level 1. We're now a newbie. Probably a load or two more, we'll get to level 2. Alright, so this is one of the really cool things, is now that I'm level 1, I have an unassigned skill point that I can place here in anything. For example, if I want to go into long haul, you'll see I mouse over this, but over here on the right hand side, if I put 1 rank into it, I get a 5% higher reward for delivery distances longer than 250 miles. And I get a 25% experience bonus for delivery distances longer than 250 miles. So not only do I more quickly go through the experience and level up faster, I'll also get a better pay bonus reward. Now once you get to rank 2, 3, and 4, it kind of continues to give you further and further bonuses for doing longer and longer jobs. From a kind of a role play standpoint, I'm not really that interested in bumping up long distance very much. I might put a point into it, but I'm probably not going to bump this up too much until we're able to actually get our hands on a sleeper cab, so that way, you know, it feels a little bit more realistic and you can start taking our longer jobs and stuff. We can do that with a day cab, and there's people that do, but at the end of the day, I really would like to not have to find a hotel, so to speak, or a motel to sleep in overnight. I'd rather be able to have a sleeper cab so I can just pull over in any location that's, you know, proper to sleep in. So for example, high value cargo. What this does right now is we have not unlocked any long distance jobs. We haven't unlocked any high value cargo, fragile cargo, just-in-time delivery. Primarily what those are wrapped up with is high value cargo. It pays a lot more because it's expensive. You're talking computer components, things like that. Now if you go down to fragile cargo, this is some other stuff like glass, delicate machinery. Just in time is more related to, all right, they ordered this, they need this tomorrow morning ASAP. You can't be late. The penalties for being late are a lot higher, it seems. But if you're there early, you know, things work out. Like when we get our own truck, this is probably something we'll dive into, is the just-in-time deliveries, primarily because you'll take a look at the job list, which we'll do here in a little bit, and it'll show you, hey, you need to be here to pick this up in 25 minutes, and you have to hook it across town to pick it up. And then once you get it, you say, hey, it's got to be there in 8 hours, and it's going to take 7.5 hours just to drive there. So it's some pretty cool stuff. Now fuel economy, I'm really not too worried about it right now. Fuel in the game is expensive, as you'd kind of expect for diesel, but with us doing shorter jobs, it really doesn't pay off that much. Now, once they add in Arizona, Utah, Oregon, then let's say in that particular scenario, we take a job from Utah and drive all the way down to Arizona. That's going to be nice, but where it's really going to pay off is if we take a job from, let's say, oh, I don't know, Flagstaff. We drive all the way up into Oregon into the Northwest, up near Portland, for example. This is where it's going to pay off a little bit, where when you get 15% of fuel saved, let's say if you're at rank 2, that's significant. That's a few $100s, and we'll deal with it when we get there. But the other one that I'm really, really excited about is the hazardous cargo. So I'm not really sure how it works in real life. I know you have to get different permits, class 1, class 2, class 3. And once you get different permits, then you can then apply for additional permits to get different really cool cargo that you're actually qualified and licensed to haul. But for example, right here, you've got hazmat and all these different ones. Um, Flammable cargo. It all shows over here on the right-hand side. So flammable gases under class 2, non-flammable gases, poisonous gases, class 3 is liquids, flammable solids, class 6 is pretty crazy, toxic and infectious substances, biohazards and whatnot, and then class 8 is corrosive like acids. Explosives, dynamite, fireworks, ammunition. That's probably the first one that you can get, which is pretty nice. Some of these, such as fuel, let's see, flammable liquids. There you go. Gasoline, diesel, and kerosene. These are some really cool trailers. They're the big giant tanker trailers. Um, I might not get this right off the bat, but eventually I'd really love to drive those. They're so much fun to haul. They look great on the road in the truck, and they're just an absolute blast. So for now, we're going to go up here and grab, well, yeah, I'm just going to grab the explosives. We'll dive into that. So we'll apply it. Now my character has a rating of 0.8, which is pretty crap. When we actually take a look at giving our own company and drivers, we'll see how the rating system of other drivers we try to hire comes in and actually deals with it. But let's take a look at our email right here real quick. We got 2 new messages. So we have the Kenworth dealer sitting there, and drivers with own equipment needed. To whom it may concern, we are looking for skilled drivers with their own trucks for a large number of deliveries. We offer competitive rates up to $4,300 per job. Please, if you have your own vehicle, inquire directly at our dock in Bakersfield. So this is where we just got our Chemso Limited over in Bakersfield. So once we were able to actually haul a lot of the chemical trailers, I would really love to take these guys up on this offer. Right now we're just stuck doing smaller things like, you know, chemical dyes and whatnot. Then here's the first one I'm really interested in, which is need money, we can help. This is the bank. Pretty much they're saying, hey, we just wanted to let you know that you can, take a loan out. You can take money from us. So right now, if we want to, we can set up $100,000, but the payback is $1,800 a day. Now a new truck, basic truck, is around 110, 120, sometimes 130. It depends on the brand and the configurations that are available to you. So if we wanted to do this, we have to take out a 100 grand loan and a couple of the 10,000s or 150, which once you take a look at it, that adds up. And we only have $5,000 in our bank account. So what we're probably going to do is do 1 or 2 more episodes of just, trying out the different trucks. We tried out the Kenworth T680. We tried out the Kenworth W900. Probably try out the Peterbilt next episode if we get the chance. And then we'll take a look at taking out some loans, and we'll have our own truck. We can drive out of our garage, and then we can start taking a look at, all right, what do we need to actually make this work so we can start getting some money in the bank and start hiring other drivers. So I'm pretty stoked. It'll be pretty exciting, and yeah, this will all happen next episode, man. So first, we'll take a look at the truck dealers. Where are they at? So there's an unknown truck dealer in Reno, Bakersfield, which we were. So next time we take a job down that way, we'll have to check it out. And then, gosh, there's a few down here as well. Elko. Oh man, all right. Yep. We'll take a look at it. Yeah, this is where you can go and customize all your stuff. Ah, so exciting. Here's a bunch of the different configurations you can do. Ah, look at the price. Oh, that's up there. Alright, well, we'll take a look at this later, and we'll see what happens. So, until next time, I am your host with the most, The Chronic Toast, and I will catch you guys later.